Story title: The Good Samaritan. Scriptural reference: Luke 10:25-37. Main characters: 1. Jesus, the central figure of the story, telling the parable to illustrate a moral lesson about love and compassion. 2. A Jewish man, the victim of the story who is attacked by robbers and left injured by the side of the road. 3. A priest, a religious leader who passes by the injured man without offering help. 4. A Levite, another religious figure who also passes by the injured man, showing indifference. 5. The Samaritan, a foreigner, traditionally viewed with disdain by Jews, who stops to help the injured man, demonstrating compassion and mercy. 6th innkeeper, the person who receives the Samaritan's payment for the injured man's care. The story takes place in ancient Judea, along a road from Jerusalem to Jericho, which was known to be dangerous due to frequent attacks by robbers. This road was also a common route for travelers, adding to the significance of the story in a real-world context. Plot summary: a lawyer asks Jesus what he must do to inherit eternal life, prompting Jesus to ask him about the law. After the lawyer answers correctly, he asks Jesus who his neighbor is. In response, Jesus tells the parable of the Good Samaritan. A Jewish man is traveling on the road from Jerusalem to Jericho when he is attacked by robbers, who strip him, beat him, and leave him half dead. A priest and then a Levite pass by without helping. However, a Samaritan, despite the animosity between Jews and Samaritans, stops to help the injured man. He bandages his wounds, places him on his donkey, and takes him to an inn, paying for his care and promising to return to cover any additional expenses. Jesus concludes the parable by asking which of the 3 men was a neighbor to the injured man. The lawyer responds that it was the Samaritan. Jesus then tells him to go and do likewise. Themes and lessons. 1. Compassion and mercy. The Samaritan shows compassion and mercy, helping someone in need despite societal barriers and personal risk. 2. Breaking social boundaries. The story challenges cultural and racial prejudices by highlighting that compassion transcends social divisions. 3. True neighborly love. A true neighbor is not defined by proximity or social status, but by the willingness to help others selflessly. The importance of action. The story emphasizes that it's not enough to be aware of someone's suffering. One must act to alleviate it. Cultural impact. The story of the Good Samaritan has had a profound impact on Western art, literature, and culture. It has inspired countless paintings, such as those by Rembrandt, as well as literary works and modern expressions. The phrase Good Samaritan has entered the lexicon, symbolizing an act of kindness and selfless assistance to others, especially when it's unexpected or transcends social divisions. Personal reflection. The parable of the Good Samaritan encourages reflection on how we interact with others in our daily lives. It challenges us to look beyond our own biases and social norms, prompting us to act with compassion towards those in need. In today's world, where divisions often separate people, the story calls us to be proactive in showing kindness, even to those who may be considered outsiders or strangers. The lesson is clear: anyone can be a neighbor, and true neighborliness requires action.